feature story tonight focuses on kids with dreams of going into show business. Shows like Stranger Things and Disney's Descendants feature some of today's brightest young stars. But getting your child into this ultra-competitive field could be challenging. We're going to talk more about that in just a minute, but first, Linda Schmidt introduces us to a child who's already a veteran in the acting business.
Everybody stay back, okay? Stay back! Hey, lady!
Thank you so much, young man.
If you love Dash, the adorable character in the Incredibles 2 movie, you're going to love the real Dash, 12-year-old Huck Milner.
I wouldn't even care if I wasn't getting a paycheck for it. It's just fun.
You don't want to say that too loud, though.
Yeah.
Huck is a New Yorker and has been acting since he was 4. By now, he knows the audition process very well.
How many would you say you've been on?
Well, since I was 4, and then just a lot.
Would you say
or
hundreds?
something? Yeah.
Hundreds of auditions.
Yeah. A lot.
And when you get the part, it's a lot of long days at work.
When I did that, we would have to do lines 70 or 100 times just to get one of them right.
Huck got his start in community theater, where he was spotted by his current agent.
She found me and was like, oh, he has a great voice. And she believed in me and she thought, oh, he could be in commercials, he could be in TV shows, he looks good.
One of the challenges for any young actor is balancing work with school. Huck is now in 7th grade.
My parents, they always say school comes first. So they always try and plan my auditions after school. They always try and make it so that I can get all of my homework done and do my auditions at the same time. Because right now school is really important.
What would be your best advice for other kids who want to get into this industry?
You have to love what you do. Because if you don't love acting, it's going to be hard. Because you get put on a lot of auditions, you put under a lot of pressure, and then sometimes it's a lot. And if you don't love doing it, there's just no point to it.
Wise words from a 12-year-old. Linda Schmidt, Fox 5 News.
And joining us now with some important tips if your child has the acting bug is Christine McKenna Torella, a casting specialist at Backstage. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, great. Thanks for having me.
So, you ask any parent, they look at their kid, they see a star, right? But obviously, not every kid ends up being famous. So what should parents look for, and what do people in the industry look for when a kid comes into an audition?
Great. So I think a great starting point for that is to figure out if the child really wants to take the hobby of singing in their bedroom with their brush out into the real world. So perhaps invest in your child's interest in auditioning, maybe an acting class or a singing class, a dance class. Start there. It'll be a great socialization. It'll build their confidence, and maybe they'll figure out that this is a career they'd like to pursue further.
And it's not always lightning in a bottle, right? I mean, you heard in Linda's piece there, hundreds of auditions. This can take some time to find the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you said that. Sometimes people will think they start in the business and they're going to start working straight away or even get auditions straight away. And it's a little more difficult than that. It's a competitive business. And just like every career, it takes some time to build a resume, build experience, and go from there.
Yeah, so you've heard about horror stories of people who maybe meet an agent and it promises fame, promises big money. It doesn't always work out like that. Well, what's the advice to separate the good from the bad, to know who's reputable or what project is reputable, what isn't?
Stay on trusted sites like Backstage. We have over 50,000 casting calls a year, but we have an editing team that work on approving and vetting everything that comes through. So there are a variety of options that you can turn to, but Backstage is certainly one of the most trusted in the business. Yes, do your research on the project. Have a look into that. Make sure that you know exactly what you're going in for and why.
And what's the process? Is it what do parents have to do? Is it send some headshots? Is it go into auditions? Is there a step-by-step process that a parent needs to follow?
Yeah, great. Well, there's a lot of castings online now. So first of all, do your research and go online and see what's out there and what the market is. You'll need a headshot and a resume. So a headshot for a child actor is just simply a good, high-quality resolution shot of your child close-up. Not too pageanty, not too much makeup. Keep it simple. We want your beautiful child just the way they are. And then a resume resume, you know, we understand that kids haven't had the most experience, right? So all we're looking for there is contact details, your date of birth, your age, height, maybe your weight at the time, just to get an idea of your size and shape. And if you don't have any community theater or any credits at the moment, maybe a cute bio of your skills and your interests.
And there can be big money in it, right? And New York's a great place to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, New York, we have so many casting calls. As I said, there are just 50,000 a year on our site alone, and it ranges from, you know, commercials, Broadway, national tours, non-union. There's so many things here. It's certainly an exciting city.
All right, and if people want to find more, Backstage.com?
Backstage, we have a special section especially for kids, and lots of articles there. You can go in and do more research on the career.
All right, Christine McKenna-Trella, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.